people arrested this morning. How SWAT got involved is coming up.
And how a local sports team is headed to state. Murrow News 8 starts now.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello and welcome to Murrow News 8. I'm Levi Couvert.
And I am Connor Seiferling. And first things first, it's another snow day in Pullman. Norma, what's the rest of the day looking like?
It is a winter wonderland in Pullman after an unexpectedly dry winter. Residents woke up to almost 2 inches of snowfall. Get your forecast coming up on Murrow News 8. Back to you guys.
Breaking news this morning, a SWAT team arrested a man near Greek Row. We sent our reporter Sienna Sky to the scene. Sienna? Buxton 62-33 in the 2A basketball playoffs. The win punched the Greyhounds' ticket into the state tournament. Junior Va Holstead led the way with 16 points and 13 rebounds. The Greyhounds take on West Valley High School Saturday at 4 p.m. in Pullman. The game is for seeding and has no implications on the state tournament. Police responded to a call this morning on Maple Street about an assault. Murrow News 8 contacted police and they reported that the caller had a previous relationship with the assailant who came and attacked her and her boyfriend with another person. When police arrived, the suspects were not on the scene. Police also said that SWAT was called because of the suspect's criminal past, as well as possible possession of a handgun. The suspects were found on Northwest Robert Street, where Commander Reuben Harris said that they got people in place. Foltz came out on his own, and the other guy took more time. After they got the two outside, police said they cooperated and that it went smoothly. Arrested were 23-year-old Aaron Foltz and 27-year-old Devin Hannis, who are booked into the Whitman County Jail. The Pullman School Board recently spent over $500,000 investing in its future. What exactly they plan to use the investment for remains unknown. Our reporter, Grace Harvey, has the story.
Owners of the land, they valued education and Pullman School District, and so in their trust, they had the opportunity for the school district to purchase land out of their trust when it came for sale.
At the end of January, the Pullman School Board voted unanimously to approve the purchase of 30 acres of land off Sunnyside Hill, adding to the 60 acres purchased by the board nearly 5 years ago. Both the purchases were sold off by the Quist family in Harms Place, LLC. District leaders say the land acquisition helps to better position the district for long-term growth as Pullman continues to expand.
We needed a new elementary school. If we needed to build, any other kind of infrastructure, that would probably be one of the places that we would expand to, because that's the way the city's expanding.
Carter says the addition of the new 30 acres connects the previously purchased land to utilities and roads, something the original acreage lacked, which allows the district a much easier time establishing utility connection when eventual construction begins. Funding for the purchase came predominantly from the district's Capital Projects Fund, which by Washington state law can only be used for infrastructure development or land purchases. Take a look at this land. Doesn't look like much now, honestly just a bunch of open space, but imagine a middle school, an elementary school, maybe some play fields. The district says that there are no immediate plans to build at the moment, but by acquiring this land now, it allows a place for future facilities to be put on in the general direction that the city is already growing in. District officials say decisions about construction are pending, but depend considerably on enrollment trends, gradual population growth and the longevity of current facilities. Reporting from Pullman, this is Grace Harvey with Murrow News 8.
Elijah Reagan pled guilty to the October 2025 fire in November under the claim he was too mentally disturbed to understand what was happening. Last Friday, he pled guilty and is set to receive the maximum sentence of 34 months, given by the Whitman County Superior Court.
The Moscow Volunteer Fire Department responded to an apartment fire on Adams Street at 5:34 p.m. Tuesday night. Small flames were found in the kitchen with moderate smoke in the apartment. The fire was extinguished quickly and nobody was harmed.
Whitman County Fire District announced slash burning could begin in the Palouse today. Slash is diseased trees that are removed from slopes and burnt. If weather allows, the burning will begin today.
Alcoholism is the colloquial term many students at Washington State University use for their peers. College is the place to branch out, make mistakes, and try something new. But are that many students really going that far? Augustus Marceau has the answer.
Picture someone you know that will always know the next time they drink, and they do it weekly, or someone you can count on to be at the bar after class. Got one? Well, many would call themselves an alcoholic. College kids have a lot of chances to go out and wet their whistle. When the weekly 5-day forecast goes from Wine Wednesday to a game day on Sunday and more excuses in between, it's a lot. And of course, that doesn't include
from dorm parties to kickbacks, the day dashes.
And let's not forget the days that students do it just because they feel like it. Yeah, we do it a lot. But does consistency equal alcoholism?
alcohol use disorder is a medical condition where one physically can't stop drinking after problems arise directly because of their usage of alcohol.
And that means things like social FOMO are not symptoms of alcohol dependence.
While many call themselves an alcoholic, compared to past generations, Gen Z has actually slowed down alcohol consumption rates by about 20%.
So the good news is that many of our students do not have alcohol use disorder, but some of them still might. And by calling everyone an alcoholic, we run the risk of having some of those real cases go completely unnoticed.
Many people can still binge drink or be heavy drinkers, which still cause health issues. But calling cases alcoholism when they aren't leaves a boy who cried wolf in need. College is a place to branch out, but some will go too far and might need help. In Pullman, Augustus Marceau, Murrow News 8.
The Cosmic Crisp, a hybrid apple created at WSU and released to the public in 2019, has made nearly $20 million in royalties for the university. Cosmic Crisps have also climbed the ranks for apple exports, particularly to Vietnam. Vietnamese consumer preference towards Washington-grown apples have increased dramatically in recent years, surging by almost 50% between 2023 and 2024. The number of boxes shipped annually continues to climb, with popularity at its peak around the Lunar New Year. WSU's Murrow College will be sending 4 students to Vietnam in mid-March to report on how popular the Cosmic really is, and how its popularity has changed Washington's apple industry.
On Saturday, students will compete in the 2026 Crimson Code Hackathon. This is an all-day event where students compete in teams to develop web apps, games, a hardware project, or something completely new. The event is organized by the Association for Computing Machines and is free for all students to enter. Now guys, I don't know about you, but I'm not an expert at all by any means in hacking, software development, anything like that. I don't know, do you guys know anything about computer science along those lines?
Really, no. I'm no expert either, but I was thinking, Connor, maybe we should ask somebody at the hackathon to develop us an app for Murrow News 8. It could be pretty helpful for us to spread the news around campus.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's something that would be so helpful to just spread the news, keep things going around campus. I think that's something we've all been asking for around here, whether it be on our side, production side. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. But is there any other apps that you would like to see come out of this event?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just a journalism major. I'm not an IT expert or anything like that. So I'm just excited to see what could come out of this event. And yeah, if I was them, I would just put in a tip for let's get a Murrow News 8 app.
I agree. After the break, a look at the Moscow winter market.
And what's to come in our weathercast with Norma.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience. Thank you so much.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work. Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Farmers markets help local businesses gain extra traction, and when the winter months set in, it can be hard to stay afloat and retain customers. But Moscow has planned to help their local community stay strong and businesses alive when it's too cold to gather downtown every Sunday. Our reporter, Logan Sear, has more.
Hello, music. The Moscow Winter Market filled both the patio and the room inside. For many vendors, the focus wasn't just on sales, but it was on connection with the customers.
It's really important. I feel that I get to be a part of the community and get to know people on a more personal level, and that's really the greatest joy of being part of it for me.
Here at the 1912 Center in downtown Moscow, dozens of local vendors are setting up for this year's winter market. It gives a chance for small businesses to thrive during the winter months and build those connections, and giving a reason for community to come together.
During the slower winter months, that interaction can mean pretty much everything. Vendors say seeing familiar faces and meeting new ones keep their businesses moving forward.
Absolutely. I do a lot of custom orders, and sometimes, that's only over email, but being able to see potentially the same people every week or every month face to face, that really helps you feel closer.
And with steady crowds moving between the indoor and outdoor booths, it's clear this market is about more than products. It's about what it means to this community. In Moscow, Logan Sear, Murrow News 8.
Our reporter, Augustus Marceau, talked to some friends at the Pullman Police Department on how to stay safe this winter. The officers said to give yourself extra time in the morning, ensuring yourself time to clear your snow and warm up your car. Police also recommend traction tires and chains for extra security. For the most plowed roads, watch Pullman Transit's website for the bus routes. Police want to make sure everyone stays safe this winter. It appears that weeks after Groundhog Day, Punxsutawney Phil was correct after all. Snow has been dumping and there seems to be no end in sight. We'll toss it to Norma to see if the cold front will continue. Norma?
Yeah, thanks you guys. Let's just say that I really hope WSU students did not take all of their winter gear home over the long weekend, as we will be experiencing freezing temperatures here in Pullman this week. I know I'm in a tank top, but you're just gonna have to trust me. Let's get started with today's forecast. We started this morning with a low of just 21 degrees, the lowest recorded temperature in Pullman in 2026, and we jumped up to a high of just 32. So not out of the freezing temperatures for us today, but getting into tomorrow, it will be just a tad bit warmer with a low of 26 and a high of 41, but Those 6-mile-per-hour wind speeds, it's going to feel just a little bit colder than it actually is. Now, moving on to our Washington state map, let's look over at Olympia and Seattle, our friends on the western side of the state. They're a bit luckier than us as they have temperatures in the low 40s with no snow on the ground and cloudy conditions. But moving over into the eastern side of the state, Yakima and Tri-Cities are sharing some of the luck that was given from the western side of the state with highs in the low 40s and lows in the high 20s. But unfortunately for us, Pullman and Spokane will be experiencing the coldest temperatures of the day across the state of Washington, with Spokane and Pullman both at a high of 32 and lows of 21 and 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Getting into your 5-day forecast for the week, it's going to be pretty similar tomorrow on Saturday, but getting into Sunday and Monday, I would watch for snow. As Sunday morning, there will be a 40% chance of snow hitting the ground, and moving into Monday night/morning, there will be a 70% chance of snow. So make sure to take those extra minutes, defrost your car, shovel your driveway, and get that snow off your windshield so you can get to school and work on time. Back to you guys at the desk.
Coming up, more information on the Supreme Court tariffs.
And how the Save America bill will affect Washington voters.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Several high-profile bills have fallen through in this year's state legislative session with just 3 weeks to go before its close. A bill adding requirements before backers could begin gathering signatures, known as the initiative killer by critics, was shot down. A bill reducing the 40-hour work week to 32 hours statewide fell through, along with an ICE Out Act barring law enforcement from hiring ICE agents hired during Trump's second term.
The U.S. Supreme Court struck down President Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs on Friday, ruling the tariffs exceeded the economic powers given to the president during national emergencies by a 1977 law. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote for the majority and stated that Congress gives tariff powers with clear restraints, and it did not in this case. The court did not provide clarity on what should happen with the over $175 billion in tariffs already collected by the government. The president held a press conference this morning in response to the tariffs, and here is what he had to say.
The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing, and I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country.
A strict Trump-backed voter ID bill is facing pushback from Senator Maria Cantwell and Washington state elections officials who warn the bill could prevent millions of Americans from voting in elections. The Save America Act, passed in the House of Representatives last week, faces an uphill battle in the Senate. The bill would require proof of U.S. citizenship to register to vote or cast ballots. Cantwell highlighted estimates that 1.6 million women in the state have taken their spouse's last name and do not have birth certificates matching their legal last names.
After the break, a look at spring training for the MLB.
And who WSU men's basketball will take on next.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake. If you've been missing baseball this winter, you can rejoice today. Spring training begins this weekend for Major League Baseball. The Seattle Mariners are taking on the Padres this afternoon in their spring opener. Dane Dunning is getting the nod on the mound, and both Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez are in the lineup. WSU Baseball begins a 4-game series against Cal Poly tonight at 6:05 p.m. The Cougs are in the midst of a grueling 19-game road trip and are coming off a 11-1 loss at Alabama. Cal Poly is 2-1 with back-to-back wins against Campbell last weekend. The games can be streamed on ESPN+. WSU men's basketball beat Pacific 87-70. The Cougs were swept by the Tigers last season. They lost by less than 3 points in both games last year. Richard Vavers led WSU in scoring with 21 points on 5 for 7 shooting from deep. Tomas Thrasserson returned from injury. It was his first game back since December 30th. Tomas was electric, for the Cougs, scoring 11 points and 5 rebounds in just 17 minutes of action. Head coach David Riley spoke about Tomas's rehab from injury.
She said, I don't need a...
On St. Mary's tomorrow at 7 p.m. in Beasley Coliseum. The Cougs are 12-16 on the season, while St. Mary's is 24-4. This will be WSU's last home game of the season, which means it is senior night for Wazoo. The Cougs are currently the 6th seed in WCC. They are 2 games back from the 4th seed. However, so winning out is crucial for seeding purposes. Now looking at the women's basketball is taking on Oregon State tomorrow at 1 p.m. The Cougs are 5-23 and are 1-7 in their last 8 games. Oregon State University is 19-9 on the season and needs a win to climb up the WCC standings. Last night, Alyssa Liu won Olympic gold in the free skate event. This is the first gold in 24 years for the U.S. in this event. After taking a break, Liu came back and showed the world how much she loved the sport and told everyone she came back on her own terms. The Seahawks had their press conference for new offensive coordinator Brian Fleury. Here is what he had to say about joining the team and working with his new QB.
There's not many things to fix, quite honestly. Like they already play a way that's visible on the silent tape. You can see, the culture on the film, and so I'm excited to just work with that and continue to build it. Yeah, Sam and I was the tight end coach and run game coordinator there. He was the quarterback, so we talked a little bit in terms of the game plan. Sam's a great human being, and I loved sharing the workspace with him. We have a good relationship, and I'm excited to help it grow and make it better.
Super Bowl 60 had $1.76 billion bet on the game. Sports gambling is everywhere nowadays in sports. I sat down with a WSU student who bet over $300 in Super Bowl 59. About how he bet $400 on a Saquon Barkley touchdown and it did not hit at all. So he says he regrets it, but too late to really regret it.
And coming up, we looked at what baked good is being celebrated today.
A lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Today is National Muffin Day. It's a great chance to get out to Pullman downtown and support a few of our local bakeries and cafes. Now, Connor, do you have a favorite muffin that you might be purchasing today?
Oh yeah, I typically tend to be a chocolate chip muffin guy. A great place to go for that is going to be the Roost. It's one of my favorite spots on campus. I can just walk right down there, down the hill right now, go get a muffin, go get a coffee while I'm at it. Personally, I think blueberry muffins are a little overrated. I'm more of a chocolate guy. I don't know. How about you guys? Abe, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I got a list. I love baked goods. Crumble cookie, I'm a platinum member. Whether it's cookies, muffins, cake, whatever it is. Red velvet's my favorite, though, I will say that.
Ooh,
Chocolate chip is amazing. And like Connor said, blueberry muffins are overrated. And if they're in their top 3, we got some problems. Norma?
I am still grieving the change of Costco muffins. I remember they were so elite when they were literally like as big as your head, and they had all those different flavors. Now they're in these tiny little wrappers, and I'm just really upset about it. I don't think I'll ever get over that.
It's like it's not the same anymore, right? They replaced it with the cookie. Again, didn't replace with the cookie. The cookie's that main option now. Yeah. Not a bad option at all, but I would much rather go with that muffin. I don't know. What's your favorite spot to get the muffins, guys?
My favorite is probably I'm a bulk guy, so probably Costco. You know, Levi.
Yeah, and with that being said, that's going to be everything we have for you guys today on Murrow News 8. Thanks you so much for watching, and make sure you check out our social media, YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere else you can find us.
It wouldn't be the worst thing. Yeah, you did good. That was good. That was good.